that I find, and I could just share my screen in a moment, just for about 30 seconds to show you what I um, show people in terms of the action reflection planner, because that helps to focus on an I question of the kind, how do I improve what I'm doing? Because I find that with young students, young teachers, they understand the importance of the I question. But in traditional university courses and research, many people are still told to remove the I from their question, that they cannot include I, especially as a living contradiction, from their research question. So what I do is, if I now just share my screen to show how I just refer people to the Action Reflection Planner, this is what I show them. Get into actionresearch.net. And what I do is I show them living posters and say, well, look, all over the world, there are groups of people, including the NEARI network, as well as the Educational Studies, the SAI here, who are all actually working to improve their own practice in India, Malaysia. So these are not difficult to actually form as living posters. And I go into a living poster and just show people how they can actually do this as a beginning teacher. But I also focus on this. I go into this Living Theory Action Reflection Planner. So I bring up my website, go into this, and then focus on this question: how do I improve? And I ask these questions. Okay, could you fill this in? And I usually give them a sheet with there's more space in it in terms, so they can actually fill it in. What's your concern? What do you want to improve? What are the reasons? What might you do to improve? And this is a key one. How will you know that your practice has improved? How are you going to find out? And this one about the data you need to collect to enable you to make a judgment. Now, all students, because many of them have come through their first degrees, they're actually already okay with asking those questions. Well, how do you know something is true if you claim that it is? And if you're engaged in a practice, what data will you gather that enables you to make that judgment? And then I go through the importance of a validation group to ask those questions. But I often find within 20 minutes, groups of people can actually go through those questions for the Action Reflection Planner. And it helps to get that qualitative inquiry, how do I improve what I'm doing, underway.